FreeMMOStation.com.
What's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent. I'm here with FreeMMOStation, and today we are going to be playing a game called Starfall Tactics. This is going to be a live first impression, okay? Now, I did get to play this game, like, in its conceptual stage. It probably has had an infinite amount of development. Okay, maybe not infinite, but you know what I'm saying. It's probably completely changed, because when I played it, seriously, legitimately, it was like conceptual design. Like, I don't even know if I was playing a game. So, this is probably going to be a little bit more fully functional, but, you know, still not fully functional, still alpha, still not completely open to the public yet. And this is actually even like a limited time alpha. I only got a couple days to do this. So, there's going to be a live first impression. I just want to say that if there's bugs or anything, or, you know, basic alpha stuff, like graphics can change, entire mechanics can change in the alpha stage. So generally we do shy away from alpha stuff, but why not, man? We also give the news. It's not like this isn't like a full review, guys. Remember that. It's not a review. It's first impressions. I might give my thoughts and opinions, but really we're just gonna show off the game more as like a, hey, this thing exists. Let's try to, you know, see what it exactly entails. And that's what this is, right? Okay, so let's do it. We can choose a faction here in Starfall Tactics, starting out, beginning our venture here. We have the Vanguard, the Eclipse, or the Deprived. Now, I guess just going off of aesthetics, maybe I might be interested in the Deprived. But let's see. We got some actual mechanical differences between these factions. Of course, a little bit of story in between as well, but let's... Slow structure in armor regen. Weak structure? How is this good? Slow structure. Okay, so maybe other classes don't have the regen at all. So we have weak structures, so maybe potentially less tanky stuff, but at the same time, it has regen, so maybe it can be tanky, but we can get nuked down in big explosions. Maybe it's like that. This we have energy shields by default on everything, but there's a lower capacity for the batteries, for the energy. Next, we have armor by default, so super heavily armored, but they're also heavy, so they're probably not as mobile. I'm thinking Deprived might be where I want it to be. I could probably strategically make some very interesting, you know, structures here, but of course, they can still get nuked down. That's going to be our weakness, but we can play around that. We can play around those big, heavy armaments by being quick. So let's make some quick but tanky vehicles here with really big guns, maybe, potentially. I don't know. I'm already starting to think. I'm already getting them strategies in my head. So I'm gonna go with Deprived because I feel like that probably gives me the most amount of flexibility. Though then again, we don't know the impact of that. So I'm just gonna say, from the last time I played, the menu is completely revamped. And so, you know, basing off that, I played it a couple months ago. Well, I think it's 6 months ago to a year. So I'm assuming when this game actually goes into beta, it's gonna also drastically change once again. Just to reiterate what I said a couple minutes ago. Okay, so we have one fleet. We can actually add fleets. I will say that the menu design kind of reminds me of like a mobile-esque kind of thing. I could see this game probably being worthwhile on mobile. What's this? Lightning needs to be rebuilt. 3 unbuilt objects. Oh, lighting. Okay, so it's just a little... sorry. I thought I said lightning. Yeah, lighting needs to be rebuilt. It's just, you know, glitches, stuff like that's gonna happen. Okay, so we have a tutorial. It's bleeping and blopping. Let's go clickety-clock it. Okay, basics, conquest. Let's do the basics. Welcome aboard, Commander. Congratulations on your new assignment. The mothership is just a few clicks northeast of your position. Whole place is crawling with pirates. But since they're snooping around in Vanguard territory, they're hardly the brightest bunch. We'll deal with them later. Let's do a couple of calibration tests first. Holy shit! There's actually graphics this time. When I played, there literally wasn't anything. So this is pretty neat. We got, I'm pretty sure that was 3D graphics. I'm pretty sure we might be able to zoom around, but we'll see. Recon squad reporting for duty. Select by clicking the left mouse button and dragging the selection region over your units. So, boom, there's my units. Clickety-clack them. Now send your ships to the designated area with the right mouse button. So how do we, okay, so we can actually, see, 3D graphics, guys. We can actually zoom in and stuff. All right, so we want to go, okay, so we pan up. Can we use WASD to move the camera as well? It does not appear to be the case. Would like that to be the case. Can I actually click in the middle mouse button to move? No. Okay, it's just edge pan right now. I will probably change that if that's not an option right now. But then again, alpha, so those features might not just be in the game. It's important to have a 360-degree situational awareness at all times. Command your squad to turn in any direction by pressing the R button. R. Look at that. Okay, so this I like the graphics, pretty simple and intuitive, and it lets me know a lot of information. I guess a lot of games will just have the ships rotate, but right there it showed us clearly where it's rotating from and where it's rotating to. So just like it's good basic information, and I'm not really like impressed by it. I'm just more impressed that a lot of other games in the same genre don't do simple shit like that. So it's pretty cool that these guys got their basics covered and they know what they're aiming for. That's, it's just my first impressions, guys. It might seem simple, but a lot of games miss the simple stuff. You're doing great, Commander. Now let's fan out and cover more ground. So pay attention to their curved flight trajectories. Click on them on the left mouse button. Wait, what? So I can click on individuals. And they have what? Oh, that's pretty interesting. Okay. Sector secured. No hostiles yet, but we did a good job on clearing up the fog of war. So there's a fog of war in this game. Check that out. Okay. Send a Taleria to scout through the asteroid field. So I'm guessing it's, yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's go do that. Oh, Did I fail the tutorial? I did. I don't know what I did, but I think I might have had one ship run into the other ship. Okay, then. Well, all right. This game seems like it might be a little bit hardcore. As you can see, speed is not instantaneous either, guys. Look at that. The speed stat actually had to ramp up. So different engine sizes, different weights is going to matter with acceleration, deceleration, all that good stuff. That's leaving me pretty hype. But at the same time, the UI and the numbers are simplistic enough that I feel like I'm not overburdened or overwhelmed with it. So, feeling pretty good about this. Select individual ships by clicking on them. So yeah, I could do that. And I'm confused why they're curving. Are they curving so they don't run into each other? I believe that is the case. But I think, wait, are they about to run into each other? Oh god. Sector secured. Press right mouse button while holding shift key to build my mouth got dry. Sequential movement path. Most obstacles will be evaded. Okay. So what I can do is I can actually press shift, hold shift, and click this. Oh, let's get all these guys. Can I not do every single one? Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna force me to control this one. So I can press shift and tell it to click that. MOBAs do this a lot too. You can shift Q. Say right here. And so we want to click over here and there, and that way we can designate, very specific paths and routes. So maybe if you want to have it patrol, you could do that. Now, some tactics games, some RTS, very few, very rare, will actually have automatic patrol buttons, but it's pretty cool that at least we have shift queuing. Okay. Getting a little bit flustered. A lot of reading right now. A lot of reading. It seems kind of simplistic, not too explosive. It's not too much a spectacle for you young folks who watch our first impressions. I understand that. We're going slow and steady, but that's the pace of the game, guys. The pace of the game. Let me get some water. Yeah, got a feeling we got a lot of reading to go. Always stay hydrated, guys. By the way, even if you're gaming, even if you're not thirsty, always important to stay hydrated. And look at these guys. What are these? Is this ice? What's happening? So they're comets? What the fuck? What am I looking at? I have no idea what's going on. The camera just shifted. Is this supposed to be some cinematic? Like, what is it showing me? What is happening? I don't know. Case in point. Wish we had enough time to check out the wreckage for loot. Was there supposed to be wreckage of something? Wreckage of what? But right now we better go look over ship stats. Make sure we don't end up like that pirate. Okay, so I think in that cutscene there was supposed to be some wreckage of a ship. I didn't see that. Did you guys see that? I didn't see it. Now, there are your units, structure points over here. This is the health point. Structure points is a static value tied directly to your ship's blueprint and cannot be modified in the ship editor. So I guess the type of ship that you have is just going to define its health. But then you also have armor and shields to buff it. Once the structure takes damage, all components of your spaceship are exposed to the risk of being destroyed. When structure points reach 0, you, and there's no good way to say this, explode. Okay, so that's gonna happen, guys. Now, the armor points, it protects your equipment from direct harm. Now, do armors reduce specific things? Let's see. Installing lots of armor plates in the editor will make you very efficient sponge for rockets and other ballistic projectiles. So physical armor defends against physical damage, but energy weapons will cut through it. That's what shields are for. Energy defends against energy. Roger that, guys. Understood. Okay, now this is the crew. We have 250 people manning the ship. What does this mean? Each ship has a certain minimum of people required to fly it, and the less people are on board, the more irresponsibly it behaves. So is there going to be some RNG, kind of, to the manning of the ships? Because that's kind of an interesting facet that we don't have in a lot of games. Understaffed vessels are also very susceptible to boarding modules. Okay, so this game seems seemingly kind of intuitive. The tutorial's not so bad, but I want to take it slow. Just want to make sure I get everything. It's going to be a longer first impression, guys. I understand, but it's the kind of game it is. And this is your speed. I understand that. Got it. Enemy cruiser spotted at 12 o'clock. Press Alt to see the active range in your weapons. Alt. Okay, so this is what I have. Kind of, is that long or short range? Who freaking knows? And we're going to go and attack this guy. So we right-click it. We got a red path now. And it looks like we're going to stop here. It shows this little dot here, and we're going to start attacking. He has longer range. Oh, boy. We have auto-fire on, though, for beams. Okay, so we're shooting beams. And it looks like we're going to win. I don't know if we can dodge attacks in this game or not. Evasive maneuvers. So we're just going to, you know, basic stuff. Clickety-clack there. Another one warped onto your right, and it looks like the ship is auto-focusing. So, and judging by the size of that shield bar, he shrugs off your laser beams like nothing. So, am I gonna die here? Okay, we got reinforcements! He's equipped with ballistic weapons. Let's go! Ballistic. What do you got? You got some missiles? Okay, we got some guns. Let's go. Okay. So there's a very clear graphic that it has shields, okay? Very clear. Is that what this health bar is as well? Not really sure. So we're doing a lot of damage. I think this is the shields running out here. And you can see we have the sort of time auto guns. This is the timing of the guns and the current ammo that it has too, I believe. So is there ammo? Now, I don't think beams have ammo, but might be some other effect that beams have. Maybe beams tax the batteries and the generator or whatever, you know? Well done, I'll send these blah blah blah. Okay, I didn't get to read it. This should do the trick, but it looks like you've got some company. Luckily, Mjolnir is equipped with 2 Gauss cannons, and both of them have auto fire turned on. Coordination is key. Press the highlighted shortcuts to manually aim weapons at certain units. Makes sense. Okay, so all right, I got 2 cannons, so let's go Z, let's go with X. So just, you know, shoot him. Oh, okay, dang, dude. Dang, Mjolnir's a big gun. Holy shit. We got multiple hostiles. Looks like both cannons got jammed, which means there's only one way to, oh shit, things can jam? Fly directly through, what the fuck? We're gonna ram them? We can actually ram? Holy shit, dude, that's such a cool concept. That's something I would expect in like a pirate ship game or just a naval ship type of game, but yeah, okay, so we rammed through them. Do we have to, okay, we didn't kill this one. So I might need to ram into this guy. Or X. Fire! Pew! Anytime. Any day, we got no ammo, so I think the tutorial might have glitched on us. Okay, let's go. Fucking awkward, guys. Order ship to move to location. Damn, okay, we're picking up some speed. There we go. And he's dead! Boom! Okay, so now we also have some abilities here. Repair drone. Activate the repair drone on... Oh, you can actually choose which ship, potentially? Okay, so maybe we're gonna have some medic ships. Kind of interesting. I know we're 13 minutes in, guys. I know we're still in the tutorial, but stick with me. We're learning about the game. And this is the kind of game that's all about the preparation. It's about the strategy and tactics. Stick with me, guys. Hang in with me. Get some water if you're thirsty. Good as new. Now press the warp module icon. Warp module. Let's go. Where are we going? Where are we warping to? Left click the destination. I want to warp there. So warp me, baby. Let's go. Oh, shit. I don't know. Why did I warp from there? That's crazy. Welcome home, Commander. All right. So that was the little tutorial. Cool. What's coming in next, guys? Check it out. The pre-alpha tests. We got 2v2 quick PvP matches, a party system, new ships, codex tutorials. We got that PvE missions. So that's pretty cool. It's not just multiplayer only, though it probably does have a DRM for online only. Potential this pre-alpha version created for the testing purposes, encounter with bugs, glitches, crashes, disconnects, and interface defects, and other performance and game experiencing issues is likely. Starfall Tactics is still in development, and your feedback is appreciated. Okay, now for my European friends, sorry, I just read that too fast, but I think you guys can read yourselves. So, here we go at Steam Early Access. Oh, the game's gonna go on Steam Early Access. I wonder it'll probably be $10 to $20 for the Early Access. We get factionless fleets, faction wars, planet colonies. Oh shit, dude, we get a lot of cool stuff. Crafting system, clans versus clans, way more achievements, new ship class, carriers. That's what I'm looking for, man. I love carriers. A questing system, more objects to interact with, different NPCs, more random, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stuff. Oh, new faction. Shh, it's a secret. Cool, man, cool. All right, so go to tutorial. We have conquest. This is one game mode, and extraction. Let's see, conquest, of course, special. Let's click the, okay, these tutorials aren't there yet, not in there. So let's go through the rest of the game. We got leaderboards. That's pretty neat. We got booster packs. The blueprints, probably for crafting or whatever. Here's our inventory. I don't know. Let's go to the fleets, man. Can we play? We just hit play. Okay, so okay, conquest. We can play conquest. And there's a survival. Is this like a, okay, so waves, endless waves. That's awesome. So we have survival mode, horde survival, co-op. That's pretty neat. We can versus against, okay, they also have computers. That's pretty cool. Or there's discovery. This is kind of interesting. So there is like this vast, persistent universe that you can go and explore. You cannot edit your fleet while it has an unfinished session in discovery mode. So if you're gonna go to discovery, make sure you're ready. Let's go to the fleets and let's edit the fleet, because this is basically when I got to play, I only got to play the fleet editing version of the game, which was basically, it could have been a game in itself. Like, it was pretty fucking in depth, man. Okay, all right, let's do this. So let's see, this is our fleet. These are the things that we have. Let's try to edit something. Oh boy, so we get to see it in its beautiful 3D. Oh, and whenever I played, I just had this menu. Like, I just had these things. So you can actually place things where you want to. We have 2 engines here. I believe I could, oh man, so we can switch out different engines. We can switch out different shields, like if I want less shields and maybe an extra gun, stuff like that. Let's see, I don't know how many items are in the game, so let's see if I click this? Okay, hold on. Projectile weapons, and I only have so much unlocked, currently. Now, I don't think this is a proper representation of what is in the game. For instance, like, I only have swarm rockets or typhoon rockets. Now, this class of ship only has beam weapons, so if it comes up against something with shields, you know, it's gonna be awkward. So, but if I go against something physical, it's gonna be super damaging. So, you know, that's the trade-off. If I wanted to, I could take out some of these beams, put on some Typhoon rockets. Of course, there's a cost associated with that. There's weight, and then you have to have the strategic component and the tactical component of actually firing off the rockets, their travel speed, their time, and also the weight, how it's going to affect my ship and its performance. And so that's, you have an in-depth customization from, you know, different engines, different types of armors, and different types of ships themselves. So that's really interesting. But let's go ahead, let's play some Conquest. Let's play versus AI. Or is it not going to let me yet? Play versus AI! Oh well, let's find a game. Alright, that took too long, so we're actually going to go and jump into the survival, which I'm going to just, I don't even know. Okay, so what am I doing? I've got, press tab to warp in your ship. So we can warp in different ships. It reminds me of like this kind of seems like an RTS, but it's done in such a weird and unique style. So, can I select multiple ships? I guess I got to kind of clickety-clack. So, is there a reason why I wouldn't want to warp in all my ships at once? Oh, okay, so there is like a resource to warping these bad boys in. Whoa, we're getting attacked, guys. Things are happening. Let's go send the units this way to attack this big guy. We can see he's got pretty big shields, though. I think we warped in, I think we got a lot of lasers. A lot of lasers, man. What is going on over there? Holy shit, old brittle, man. Oh my god, that guy's getting fuckled though. We didn't kill his shields, but... Okay, no, we did just take out its shields, I think, and now we're draining its health. So the health is on the left, shields on the right. Am I right in assuming that? We also got some healing modules, right? Wait, not enough warp points. Not enough, we need warp points, so warp points is our resource, which we're using. Okay, so we're gonna move this guy kind of in the back. I wanna heal him up, I wanna heal that dude up. When do we have enough warp points? I want enough warp points. How do we get enough warp points? I have, oh my fucking god, I'm retarded. I made them crash into each, oh god, oh no. This ain't gonna work out, guys. Looking pretty bad. Oh god. Okay, I need to warp in something else, guys. So yeah, it plays like an RTS. So this is like a interesting, it's like, if I had to describe it, it's like the World of Tanks of RTS. You know, it's more like tactical based and it's slower paced and you have less units. How are we not moving? Oh, is he not in the range? Can I not attack this thing? Why can't I attack this thing? Shift click there and attack that thing. Oh my god, I'm messing up so bad. Oh god, what is this? There are things that are happening. Kill this guy, kill that thing, and kill that thing, and oh my god. Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, this is a game where every decision and every action you make needs to be deliberate, purposeful. It needs to actually, you know, because you can fuck up. You can fuck up and run into all your other shit and you're dead. Okay, so warp point. I probably shouldn't have just warped in whatever I wanted. It's probably a bad idea, guys. Anyways, that's probably not a great idea. I'm thinking we're dead. I think we lose. Okay, exit to main menu. That didn't quite work out. Let's try it again. Okay, so go back to survival. Now that we know the basics, here's my one fleet that I'm using. Let's hit start. It's pretty cool though. Yeah, I would say it's like the World of Tanks of RTS. Like it's not StarCraft, obviously. It's like slower paced. You use less units, but there's still like a huge like customization, you know, aspect to the game. So let's go spawn in something big. Let's go. Let's go right there. Okay, next we got one big dude. We almost got enough for a second big dude. I think I want to do it. So before we just went all light. Let's go with two big bronies here. Put them right here. Let's go. Let's go. I got auto fire on to help me out. Hopefully I don't run into... Don't run out. It's so close. Okay, we're good. We're good, guys. Don't worry about it. Now, I think the problem, though, is that these guys are physical based. So, people who have shields are going to fuck us. Or people with not shields, but a lot of armor. So this guy is, I don't really know. Can I click on him and see stats? I can't really tell. I think the shield, okay, so this is his armor, this is shields, and this is just raw health. So he had a lot of armor, which sucked, but these are some big ass ships. Oh, our armor's getting reduced down to shit too. Anyways, there's that. All right, so what do we got for warp points? Can we warp in anybody? Can I heal? How many warp points does it cost? A lot. Okay, hold on. We got some bad. Okay, let's move him up here, and I want to move him over here so we can defend from this side because we got some bogeys coming in from the left side. So just kind of make them, you know, move out of the way so they don't crash into each other as we've seen already. So it'll move him in the back, and this guy will be our tank for the front right now. Let's get some warp points. Warp points happens over time. I don't know how we actually get more or less. Can we actually get less by running into the debris here? Is that like I don't know if that's a mechanic or not. We can see the ping that I have to the server. Holy shit! Oh man, this is not good, friends. This is not good. That is shredding us. This is huge. I don't think I'm ready for this, guys. I don't think I'm ready, but he's got low shields. So warp him in, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Do the deeps. Do the deeps. Oh, he's switching. Oh, oh, dude, we are getting wrecked. We're getting wrecked-a-ronied, friends. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. Game is not easy. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so it seems like it's not as micro-intensive as StarCraft is, but there's a huge amount of strategy. In fact, I think the game should be called Starfall Strategies. Nah, Tactics makes sense too because it is still like a real-time RTS thing. So, pretty cool game. It has come so far from where I last played. Literally, when I last played it, it was just the ship customization. So, this has come a long way. It's got some really unique game modes that I think could appease anybody. Horde Survival is pretty cool. Just the customization itself is pretty cool. Actual real, like 1v1 and 2v2 PvP, and there's also AI, and there's the whole like open world thing, and there's different other game modes in 1v1 and 2v2. So it's like, this game seems like it's got a lot of potential, and I'm like literally seeing its progress. I'm pretty hyped for the game. Can't wait to see where it goes. Anyways, Starfall Tactics, guys. This first impression doesn't do it justice. I want to look at this game in a couple months from now and see where it's come so that I could show you then, you know, just the progress that this development team is making. So, seems like a pretty fun game. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Skylint with FreeMMOStation. You want to check out new free-to-play multiplayer games? Yeah, this is the place to check them out first. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.